Yeah, today we're back on NBA 2K23. We're in 2002 and we're doing a career sim. Not this man, but of this man right here, Darko Miličić. The reason is because this guy appears my favorite player of all time. And he was the second pick. So we'll just see what happens. If you guys want me to do more like weird career sims of different players, like a Kirk Heinrich career sim, leave that in the comments. I'm just gonna simulate. All right, draft lottery. This is what we came here for. Let's see. The Nuggets have the first odds. The Jazz are up here. They just lost Stockton, so maybe they can get a good player at probably at 5. Yeah, it's the Heat that dropped to 4. So they're in the top 2 picks. The Nuggets again at the 3rd pick. The Nuggets and Portland gets the 2nd pick, so that means the number 1 pick goes to the Wizards. So it might be LeBron and Michael Jordan. Just go to the draft. The 1st pick, the Wizards select. They take Dwayne Wade over LeBron. I guess to help, learn from Jordan, but it's really surprising. LeBron James goes 2nd to the Blazers. 3rd, Carmelo goes back to the Nuggets. So then the Heat get Bosh then, right? Who is that? Some auto-generated guy. And then 5th, Chris Kaman goes to the Jazz. Bosh is still on the board. 6th, Cavs. They select. They don't take him. They're going. I don't know who even that is. 7th, they gotta take Bosh here. You have to take Bosh. Oh, they have a trade. The 7th pick for Antonio Davis and Hakeem. Okay, I guess. So then the Raptors take Darko Miličić. Okay, let's. I'm just gonna sim to the end, and we'll just see how everything plays out. So Dwayne Wade goes number 1, 81 overall. LeBron and then Melo both at 84. This dude's an 83 overall. What? And then you have Darko at 7, going to the Raptors at 73. Bosh also went to the Raptors, so it's going to be Darko and Bosh together. It's player progression. Let's see. So Vince Carter. Oh yeah, that's right. So they joined Vince Carter. Bosh is here. And Darko's like the only center on the roster, which is pretty nice for him. So, I mean, Vince Carter's got to carry this team for a while. So we'll see. Just to keep in mind, I did increase Darko Miličić's overall, like his potential, just because if I don't, he's just gonna stay the same way he is. So let's see. Hopefully he progresses pretty well. But all right, let's just simulate his first season, see how he does. Alrighty, end of Darko's first season. Kobe wins MVP, averaging 33 points. LeBron won Rookie of the Year, averaging 24 points. First team is LeBron, Melo, Bosh, Ray Johnson, 7th, and Dwayne Wade. And then second team, he's not even here. The Raptors aren't in the playoffs. They finished with a record of 38 and 44, which isn't bad. He was starting for him. He's right here, 75 overall, so he went up 2 overalls. They also got Brent Berry in a trade, I believe. See his stats. He's all the way down here. He's averaging 26 minutes, 4 points per game, 6 rebounds, a block, and a turnover. Shooting pretty bad. Just bad overall. With any historical changes? Oh, the Bobcats. Player progression. Vince Carter is at a 90. Bosh is up 4 to an 83. Barry's at an 80. And Miličić is up 4 at a 77 overall. And he's got 11 badges now, so hopefully he can perform a lot better this year. So we did not make the playoffs again, of course. He's tired and he's fed up. He's getting 27 minutes a game and he's a center. Are these better or worse than his last? They're barely better. Like, just barely. He's shooting a worse percentage. He made a 3-pointer. Let's just go to player progression and see if he improved. He's up to a 79. That's good. And they are the 4 seed going up against Washington, who have Larry Hughes. Oh, Dwayne Wade. It's Dwayne Wade versus Vince Carter, and then Jerry Stackhouse. This is a pretty good matchup. He improved by 0.5 His rebounds went down because, why? I don't know why. He shot a little bit better. He made a few more threes. He got a good free throw percentage. All right, first game is a loss by 10. Darko had 5 and 6. They're down 2-0. Dwayne Wade's just giving Vince Carter the business. 6 and 8. You know, he's doing well. He's doing well. There's another one, or they get a win finally. Miličić with his average 4 and 6. What is his career high? His overall status is horrible. His career high is 15. It's tied 2-2. Dwayne Wade with 31, Bosch with 27. He got 2 points. I think it's because he's the only center, so he's like fed up with the fact that he's the only guy. They lost again. Wade with 34 and 17 assists. Darko put in a good shift though. 8 and 8. And the Raptors are eliminated, of course. Dwayne Wade 34 and 15. Vince Carter 35. He got 10 and 10, which is pretty good. I need him to do this. Just average like a double-double. His contract, I think his contract is up. Yes, it is. He's a 77 overall. He's an unrestricted free agent, so we'll see where he goes. They renounced his rights for $5 million, so we'll see. And he went to the Knicks. 3 years, $33 million. Let's see who's on the Knicks. Oh, they just drafted LaMarcus Aldridge. Okay, that's perfect. So they got Darko and then Clark Thomas. Yeah, this team is bad. Let's just go to player progression and see who's on this new team. Aldridge is at an 80, but Darko up to an 82 overall. Why is he fed up still? Like, what? I don't know. I'm not going to change it. Ready? Time to simulate and see how well they do. I don't expect them to do really well. LaMarcus Aldridge, 18 points, pretty good. 5 rebounds. Of course, Toronto's the first seed as soon as we leave. The Nuggets, and is that Carmelo? Carmelo Anthony has a ring. Player progression. Darko's up to an 88 overall. This team is very top heavy with just him and Aldridge, but we'll see how he does this season. I think his averages have been worse than like his real life averages, which is bad. Darko Miličić made an all defensive second team. He had 9 points per game, big jump, and 10 rebounds with a steal and a block. He did something right. He got a defensive team alongside Chris Bosh. At least he did something in this career sim, which I'm happy about. And they did not make the playoffs. Scarecrows goes first, then Westbrook, then Love, of course. Who did we get? DJ Augustine. Okay, a point guard. At least it's a point guard we know. Darko has 1 more year, if I'm not mistaken, on his deal. Yes, he does. Player progression. He's up to a 90 overall. He's displeased though. I don't know why. There's another 81 overall that they signed. And Andre Iguodala. So their starting lineup's pretty good. And then he's here again. His points per game went down, but his rebounds did go up. Held the same steals and blocks pretty well. He's shooting more efficiently. And the Knicks are the 8th seed against Orlando. DJ Augustine versus Irving. Iggy versus T-Mac. Larry Flanders versus Mike Miller. Aldridge versus Nick Collison. And Darko versus Yao Ming. Alrighty, game 1. It's a New York win. He had 16 and 15. Big game for him. Big game. Second game is another win. Darko with 12 and 12. He's holding it down. Like game 3 is another win. Darko with 13 and 10 again. Game 4 is a win and move on. Next round going against the Bucks. They have Kirk Heinrich, Ray Allen, Desmond Mason, Tim Thomas, and Kurt Thomas. I think it's all down to Iggy. Game 1 is a Knicks win. Bucks take a game off of us. Game 3 is a win. Darko with 12 and 13. Big game from him. Another win. Miličić with 16 and 11. Everybody's playing their part. Everybody's scoring, and Darko's just grabbing all the boards. And we move on. We're against Philly. Russ Forrest, AI, against Iggy, Jermaine Jones, Boris DL, and Dwight. So it's Darko versus Dwight Howard. Yeah, let's go. Aldridge with 28. And look at that big game, 20 and 10 from Darko. Game 2 goes to the Knicks again. Let's go. Finals. Come on, KD, miss. It's good. Alrighty. Come on, Knicks. Iggy with the ball, bringing it up. Number 20. Come on, this team. This is what the Knicks wanted back in like this time. Iggy pump fake, kicks it out to Augustine, drives, gets stopped. Come on, you have the lane right there. Shoot it. And it's up and good. It's good. DJ Augustine gonna save us. KD bringing up the ball versus, I think, Flanders, right? Picks up his dribble. Over to Marion, down in the post against Aldridge. Gets bullied. Can't go anywhere. Over to KD. Pump fakes. Drives. Midi. And it's good because it's KD. It's a minute left. Andre Iguodala bringing up the ball. Dribbling. Over to Aldridge. Picked up his dribble in the post. And it's good. LaMarcus Aldridge. 3-point lead with KD bringing up the ball. Drives in. Pump fake. Little one hand shot over to Augustine, and it's a foul. It's a shooting foul. Augustine, first one is good, and the second one from DJ Augustine is also good. It's a 5-point game with 37 seconds left. They finally brought in Pau Gasol. Over to Oliver, layup, and it's good and one. Look at DJ Augustine, those beautiful eyes. Oliver with the free throw, and it's good. Augustine with the first free throw, and it's good. Augustine with the second free throw, and it's good as well. Out to KD, picked by Boozer, goes around in the post. He lost the ball. They win. It's just insane that they have that many good players. In 2009, the Clippers win. Sean Marion Finals MVP with 18 points. Chris Paul is a free agent. This is a big year. Chris Paul, Shaq. Darko's down to an 88. Like, bro, why are you fed up? He's gonna be fed up anywhere else. 10 days. Chris Paul goes back to the Cavs. Rip Hamilton goes to the Rockets. He was already there. Richardson to the Warriors, Michael Redd to the Lakers, and Darko to the Celtics, who have, I believe, Kevin Love. So he spends 3 years in Toronto, 3 years in New York. What's his deal? 3 years, of course. Darko, Paul Pierce, there's Kevin Love. This team should be good. He's feeling okay right now. He's a 91. Let's go. All defensive first team Darko Miličić. 11-9, made the playoffs. We are the 6th seed against Philly, who has Darren Williams, AI. Oh, we faced this team last year with Corey Brewer. Oh man, I actually simulated that game. All right, game 2, we lost. Game 3, Boston with the win. Game 4, and it's tied. Game 5 is a loss, and we just, oh my gosh, that third quarter absolutely killed us. LeBron James goes back to the Heat. He's a 92. He's fed up. He's always fed up. Like, he's an 89 over there, but he's a 92 here. It makes no sense. Second team, Darko's just like that. He's here again, averaging 10 and 9. They're the 3 seed now, taking on his former team Toronto, and he's up against Ryan Barrett. Kevin Love's against Bosch, of course. Ricky Davis versus Vince Carter. Pierce versus John Thurman. We're better than this team, I think. Game 1 goes to us. Pierce with 23, Miličić with 16. Just beat him. Come on. Pierce with 25, Love with 25, Miličić with 11. Game 3 belongs to us. Vince Carter with 23 is not enough. Miličić with 17 points. Game 4, it's us. Bosch with 39 cannot stop the 16 and 14 and 4 from Darko. We're going up against the Bulls next. Is against Joakim Noah. Love against Millsap. Lamar Odom versus Pierce. Barbosa versus Davis. Mitchell versus Crawford. This is a good series. Game 1 is Boston. Darko with 12 and 6. Alrighty, game 2 is another win. Boston again and again. They take a game. Game 5 is another loss. Oh gosh. Miličić 12 and 10. Come on. Just get one game. There we go. Boston versus Miami. Mitchell versus Heinrich. Ricky Davis versus Royal Ivy. Pierce versus LeBron. And of course, Kevin Love versus Clemens. Darko and Ray Johnson. We're up against Ray William Johnson. Alrighty, game 1 is a Miami win. Game 2 is another loss. Game 3 is a win. Game 4 is another win. Game 5, and they win. LeBron with 41, Curry with 37. We vault LeBron in the Heat. So, we got Bogdanovich. And I actually like that pick, yeah. Player progression. Because of how fed up he is. He's a 92, but he's an 88 on here. He's 26. This is his last year. Darko Miličić, again, all defensive first team. It's his 5th all defensive team at 9 years pro. They were the 3 seed again, and we're going up against his former team, the Knicks. We got Dwight, Steve Francis, Deshaun Stevenson, Joey Harden, and Aldridge. Alrighty, game 1 is a win. We lose the second game. Game 3 is a loss again. Come on. Just don't lose to the 3-1. Just absolutely destroyed them. We just win. We just win. Game 7 of the first round. Darko's here at a 90. In 9 years, he's playing on 3 different teams, so we'll see. And Darko Miličić goes to the Indiana Pacers. The Indiana Pacers have Darko. They have James Harden. They have John Wall. Danny Granger's still here. Player progression. He's staying at a 92. He's fresh. He's okay right now. Darko Miličić, Defensive Player of the Year. Let's go. He's averaging 10, 12 with a steal and 2 blocks per game. Let's go, Darko. Darko, look at that. Year 10. We play Orlando. Got Yao, Chalmers, Thurman, Mike Miller, and Nick Collison. Game 1 is a win. Game 2, another win in overtime. Indiana up 2-0. Make that 3-0. And a 4-0 sweep, Brooklyn. Mike Bibby, Towns, Ingles, Draymond, and Lee O'Brien. Game 1 is a loss. We tied it. Game 3 is a win. Game 4 is another win. Get a game off us. Oh my gosh, he's going to game 7. Up against Detroit. You got D-Rose and then Tim Duncan. Alrighty, game 1 is a win. We lost the second game because they win another game. Game 4 is a loss though. And another loss. Oh, they go on it. Let's go. They blew him out again. Let's go. We're against the Suns, who have Westbrook and Vince Carter. That's deadly. And then they also got Elton Brand down there. This team's good. Ready? Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is another win. Game 3 is another win. That was a horrible game. Oh my gosh. We're going to game 6. Oh my gosh. It's a game 7. Oh my goodness. Phoenix just absolutely destroyed us. Pacers get Gorgie Jang, a nice backup. He's 28. This is going to be his 11th year in the league. Oh, we got Ginobili. Player progression. Looks like Darko plateaued at a 93, which, you know, isn't bad. Darko Miličić is in his 11th year again, wins back-to-back. Wins back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year, averaging 9 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal and a half, and almost 2 blocks on terrible 3-point percentage shooting. At least he's on the first team here. We're up against Detroit again. Same team as last year, essentially, with Avery Bradley joining them. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a loss. We gave him the business this game. Game 4 is a loss. Game 5 is a loss. We lost. Player progression. Yeah, he's capped out. Darko with his 3rd straight Defensive Player of the Year. Darko Miličić, all defensive first team. Alrighty, we're against the Hawks. Gosh, Tony Parker, Klay Thompson, Caron Butler, Anthony Davis, and Roy Hibbert. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a loss. We lose another game. We lose game 3. Let's go. We win it back. Game 5 is a win, and we win. We close out in 6. Next up, Orlando. Tim Duncan and Yao Ming. Game 1 is a loss. Game 2 is a win. Game 3 is another win. Another win. It's a loss. Game 6 we lost. Game 7, oh, we won it. On to face 7th seed Chicago. They got Jamal Crawford, DeMar DeRozan, Richard Jefferson, Millsap. Game 1 is a win. Another win for Chicago. Game 4 is a win for us. Game 5 is another win. Game 6 is a loss. Man. Oh, Tyus Jones. Not bad. Darko is now 30 years old, going into his last year of his contract. Did we just lose John Wall because they renounced his... Oh my gosh. Where did he go? He went to the Mavericks. We get Mike Miller as a consolation prize. Darko with another Defensive Player of the Year. His 4th in a row. 8 points, 10 rebounds, 1.5 steals, 1.5 blocks. Got the first seed again, playing Philly this time. Got George Hill, Bogdanovich, Ibaka, and Brook Lopez. Oh, he's up to the... Oh, we made a trade then for Joey Rivera, or he signed him. Right, game 1 is a win. Nice, easy sweep of Philly. Next round, Detroit. Come on, game 7. There we go. Ready, move on to play Miami. Curry, LeBron, and Rashard Lewis. Game 1 is a lot. Come on. Game 2 is ours. Come on, let's go. Let's go. Game 3. It's tied again. Come on. We won. But we won. The Mavericks. And this man, John Wall, who left us for Jimmy Butler, Joe Ingles, Josh Smith. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a loss. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. But we won. James Harden, Finals MVP. He's now 31. All right, they agreed. Okay, Darko still here. Alrighty, player progression. He should be regressing at this point. 31. Yeah. All defensive first team. Darko's still there. He's still holding strong. He missed the playoffs in his 14th year. The team is just not good. We're just hardening him. Going in the 15th year. He's going down. Yeah, he's just gonna keep dropping. He's down to a 90. He won it back. Defensive player of the year. His 5th. They didn't make the playoffs again in this 15th year. Darko's out of the 90 club. Alrighty, I just stopped at the contract extension. They traded him because Al Horford's here. They just straight up traded him. So we're going to the Pelicans. He's the best player on the Pelicans, and they have Vucevic. What? At least he's still an all defensive second team with the Pelicans. I'm still mad about that he's on the Pelicans. He's elated that they're not in the playoffs. Like, I think he's got one more. Yeah, he's got one more year. Oh wow, we signed Bradley Beal. But Darko went down 2 overalls. Yeah, of course they didn't make the playoffs. Did you see that team? It was horrible. Oh, he re-signed. He re-signed a deal. So his 18th year. He's 35 years old. He's just gonna get worse and worse. But we didn't make the playoffs. It's the Pelicans. He's with the Spurs at a 79 overall. Alrighty. What team were the Spurs? Yeah, we suck. He's in the twilight of his career. He's a 79. He's 37 years old. I'm gonna guess this is like one of his last years. He says no way he's getting another contract. Alrighty, Darko Miličić, 20 years pro at the age of 38, retires. Says, I'm retiring at the end of the season. I'm proud to say I'm walking away with my head held high. The man averaged 7 points, 9 rebounds, almost 2 assists, a block, and a steal a game. I'll put his numbers up on the screen right now compared to it. I think he did a lot better. I don't know the exact numbers, but I think he did really well. I think the numbers are kind of down because of these last few years, because he really picked it up in Boston and Indiana. He also didn't like staying in a place more than once, because he was in Toronto, New York, Boston, Indiana, and then New Orleans, then San Antonio. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different teams among his 20-year career. He won his 1 ring with Indiana right here, and he also defensive player of the year numerous times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different times on the Pacers. He has 4th most rebounds with 24. 15,000 rebounds would have him around here. Oh, he's right here. I didn't see him. 9th ranked. Blocks. He is right here at 10. Steals, 38th. 23rd on minutes played. Games played, he's 3rd all time. His career high was 28 points. Made 16 free throws, 24 rebounds. Had 9 assists, 6 steals, 7 blocks, and most minutes he played was 43. He was a 1-time champion, a 1-time all-star, a 5-time defensive player of the year, first team all defense 8 times, and a 4-time all defensive second team. Oh, he doesn't even get his jersey retired because he moved around the league so much. He had a pretty good career, considering. A lot better than his actual one. If you guys did enjoy, please subscribe, like, and if you have any video ideas, put them down in the comments below and I'll look at them. And yeah.